You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR.
Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hey, tipsy readers. I just came up with that.
That's so cute.
Thanks. Do you guys like it? You know you do. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me
so
you like
cute.
it. Okay. Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What are we reading?
We're reading Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. And we are reading the yellow tabs. No, but we're reading this is our second to the last episode
Yeah.
of this. That's wild. And then we're on to Kingdom of Ash, girl. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
She's thicker.
She's big. But
thick.
I don't think she's thicker than both of these combined.
I don't think so, but I think it's pretty damn close.
Probably close.
It's pretty damn close. Do you have the chapters?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
You're good.
I will just give the total chapters and then they can look at the breakdown on our socials. Does that sound like a plan?
I like it. Okay.
All right. We are reading in Tower of Dawn, we're reading 33 through 46. And in Empire of Storms, we're reading 32 through 59. And that goes back and forth. So check our socials for the breakdown.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Empire of Storms was what? 32? 33?
33 through 46.
Sweet. Oh, okay. Okay, so then I was wrong. What I told you earlier.
Okay.
We actually start off with them finding out that Ilway was being attacked.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Noted.
We did like a little, what are we doing before we started? And I told you incorrectly.
That's okay.
So Adian met Gabrielle
Gotcha.
last time. Okay.
Gotcha. So Maeve attacks
Dude,
Ilway.
Maeve. Oh, what you drinking?
Did we come up with a name for it? This
Manon.
one's for Manon. Yeah.
This is Manon, the queen of the Krakens. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
What is it? Oh, she's a summer drink.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she
that's
tasty.
good.
She is red berry vodka and raspberry liqueur, muddled raspberries, simple syrup, and topped with tonic water.
It kind of tastes like a cherry popsicle melted.
It's giving Shirley Temple, but better.
I had a wedding over the weekend, and I went and got my classic Shirley Temple.
Yes.
Because apparently I, A, wasn't going to get a meal. B, finally they found a meal at the end of everyone being fed, which was the time of the toast. So I didn't eat till about 9 p.m. that night, but it's fine.
Dang. At least you got your Shirley Temple.
But I got my Shirley Temple, and I went and got it, and I started walking away, and one of the uncles was like, perks of the job. Perks of the job. You get free drinks. I was like, yeah, man, that's Shirley Temple life. And he goes, God, I love that.
That's so funny.
Because they fully expected me to have, like, a cocktail in my hands, which I don't drink on the job. That's one of my rules of a wedding photographer. And if you ever work for me. And so he just wasn't expecting that.
That's so funny. I had worked a wedding, this was a few months ago, but I was counting on a Shirley Temple the whole night, and then the night got away from me and I didn't get one. But I was working a wedding with the same bartending crew the following day, and he was like, I got you. Tomorrow, you're going to get your Shirley Temple. So then I went up to him and I was like, and he's like, we don't have grenadine today. And I was like,
that's awful.
It was very sad. It was a sad moment. What?
You got to bring your own.
Honestly, sometimes I have card grenadine, but I didn't at the time.
card grenadine. Yeah, there's just something about it. And the thing is, though, that wedding, that was the worst Shirley Temple I've ever had.
Oh, what a
Like,
bummer.
It just, the Sprite was from, like, the little
Off-brand? Oh, from the fountain.
but it was like totally water. Like you could taste the city water in it.
Boo.
And then I almost asked for more grenadine, and then I was like, you know what? This just isn't my night to eat or have anything to drink.
That's such a bummer.
So
yeah, the one I was looking forward to, the bartender, his name is Juan, and he makes a fantastic Shirley Temple. And he goes in and he says he makes the best one, and then he adds a little extra maraschino cherry juice with
that's how you make it.
Yes, and it was like stunning, but I didn't get it.
Okay, back to what we're here for. It's not a Shirley Temple, not a mocktail.
But you can make a mocktail if you want to.
Honestly, that would be a great trade-off for this cocktail.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, even though grenadine isn't raspberry.
No, it's
cherry.
pomegranate.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so Maeve is like full-blown crazy right now, just attacking Ilway because she got her feelings hurt.
Everyone in this book is so emotional.
So emotional. Can you imagine being like butthurt and then going and burning an entire city down?
First of all, being ancient and being that butthurt.
She's old. I need her skincare routine. Okay, so basically though, Aelin is just still fighting it out with Ralph. What is it?
Rolf, I think.
Rolf.
Rolf.
I don't like his name. He feels like a dog barking.
Rolf.
But you know what my favorite part of this entire part was?
Rowan
attacking Ralph for saying that Sam die pining after you? And Aelin just stopped. And then all you hear is growling and teeth and whatever.
I love it.
I
love it. I love that Rowan has such a secure love with Selena that he's willing to like go to bat over Sam, you know?
Yeah, and I mean he understands.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Losing a loved one.
It's
so
very sweet though.
Yeah. But Karma's a bitch, so a battle comes and breaks out on the shores of what island?
The freaking archipelagos. I swear if I hear the word archipelago one more freaking time, I don't even remember the name of the islands. What islands are they on?
I don't know, but my favorite thing is she sent me a Snapchat saying that, and I was literally like, what the fuck is an archipelago? I don't remember that at all.
It's all I could like process was archipelago.
Arpeggio.
What are these islands called?
I genuinely don't know, but Skull Bay.
Yeah, Skulls Bay.
Yeah, wildness happens. So much so that Goddess Diana takes over Aelin, bro. And her eyes go from gold to turquoise, or the vice versa. And whatever it is. Ouch.
And Aelin almost
kills everyone.
Yeah.
Kills everyone. And it took Rowan jumping in.
Oh
How do we feel about that?
Oh my gosh. I love that when he was having that thought process, it was more to save Aelin from herself because he knew that she couldn't take the emotional damage of burning everybody.
Yeah.
And then that's what brought her back to herself. And she told that bitch goddess to like, get out my body, fool.
Yeah, why would you ever do that? Like, what an invasion of privacy.
That goddess don't give a fuck.
No, doesn't. So everyone almost dies, and Rolf is like, whatever the fuck his name is pissed. As you know what?
That's so fair. That was a big oopsies. That was big. Okay, so they chained themselves in all this iron, right, to basically stop them from going overboard. And then lo and behold, a freaking goddess jumps into her body and tries to demolish everybody. Also, Lysandra being a total badass.
She's a beast.
I
literally.
love the whole situation of her becoming the sea dragon.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole prophecy about all of the lost people coming back when the sea dragon, the Mycenaeans coming back when the sea dragons are once again in the water or whatever. So she becomes a thing of myths and legends, and she is power.
It's so good.
But then she goes up okay, I forgot sea wyverns. Oh my gosh. That's what these things are. I was like, holy crap. It's like Abraxos, but in the water.
No, they pop up and I'm like, there's wyverns now?
Yeah.
What is happening?
I was like, this is wild. So then she fights off the little baby wyverns, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, woo, go Lysandra, you did it. And then their parents come in and yikes, she almost.
Yeah, that was rough. But Aedion professes his marriage
Oh my
proposal.
God. Aedion is so insufferable.
No,
he's like,
wild?
you can't die because I'm going to marry you if you ever want to marry someone.
But it describes her as, like, laughing. And this time through reading that, I'm like, actually, Aedion, that's a big ick. The first time I remember loving it, being like, yes,
that's so sweet.
Finally, you guys are pining after each other a little bit. And this time I'm like, actually, she's dying. And you're not that close to, like, profess a marriage proposal.
Yeah, I mean, like, I
love,
get.
Maybe, like, oh, I think I do love you. Not like you're going to be my wife.
Especially because they haven't even talked about that. And he does have the internal dialogue of, oh, she might not ever want to get married.
See, that's why I think it gave me an ick.
If she does, it's going to be me.
I think that's why it made me go, oh.
Yeah. And I get he's trying to tether her to life. But
I forgot. See, that took me out of the story. It untethered me.
He's saying, don't die. You can't die because I'm going to marry you. So you can't die. But
how about, like, because never mind. I don't want to yuck on someone's yum.
Yeah, fair. But also the fact she was so shot, she couldn't even switch out of sea dragon
scary
body.
That's so scary.
Dang. And they all almost die and drown. And freaking, what's his face?
Hipscop, skitch, scop, scoop, scripsh.
Yeah, skippity doo.
Yeah.
Is it Fenris?
Fenris can hop.
Dorian's mate.
Not Dorian's mate.
You never know.
But that was cool. Could hop skip from one place to what is it called?
I don't know.
Hop skip. Okay. Great. So
Apparate.
Yeah, literally.
Dorian up in the frickin' tower.
Huh?
Dorian's part in all of this. Aelin was like, you can't die. One of us has to live. And he goes up to the little lighthouse and is like, all right, I'm going to shoot ice at everybody.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You're like, what is Dorian doing?
What's Dorian doing?
Taking a nap.
I forgot Dorian was there. But yeah, that was wild. So during the whole thing, though, when the goddess took over, we find out that Aelin is the queen that was promised.
Yeah.
And that is a term that is very interesting.
It is. And I feel that this whole scene brings so many different prophecies, like sheds light on so many different prophecies.
That's really, this drink is really dangerous. I could just.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
If
but
I had a straw.
Literally booze.
Yeah. Okay. So they get back onto a working ship and they go their separate ways. Ralph needs to go to the Mycenaeans to go get them back to, working order. And Manon shows up with her literal guts spilling out of her body.
Yeah.
She told Abraxos, take me somewhere safe. And Abraxos took her right to Dorian. Just saying. I'm just saying.
And that whole situation, how it was handled, I kind of love. Aelin is so wary of it, but also, I don't know. There's just so many moving parts because this fleet is so crazy. There's Dorian, the king, freaking Aelin, the fire-breathing bitch queen that is the queen that was promised. And then now freaking the queen,
Kraken?
the Kraken queen and heir of the Blue Blood Witch clan shows up. That's a freaking powerful boat.
Yeah. The Black Beaks. Yeah.
Yeah, that, whatever.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
And then even just the rest of, like, all these Fae warriors and Lysandra, this incredible shifter, all these people on a boat. Dang.
Yeah, not to mention, like, Prince Rowan.
Yeah, the most powerful Fae
Fenris.
prince ever.
Gabrielle.
All
The
of the
Cadre.
most powerful warriors. And I love that did it even talk about, oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay.
So Fenris and Gabrielle are there because they made an agreement situation where they're kind of working for Aelin, but still obeying Maeve's order, right?
Yes,
and it's kind of this roundabout way of holding off on, because they're there to kill Lorcan.
Yep,
they're trying to hunt down Lorcan, and he's going to be a goner.
Yeah.
So they're like, but you can tell they both really want to work for Aelin. And they're like, shit, I'm in this freaking blood oath, and I'm a little jelly of Rowan.
I like Aelin.
He's blood sworn to Aelin, and dang,
Flabbit.
So, yeah.
What a bummer.
What a bummer. Yeah, so that's what's going on there.
That was fantastic summary. All while Lorcan is on the road with Lead at a circus, and he's showing off. He's throwing knives. Everybody loves him.
Including Elide.
Including Elide, in which some of the circus people find that, or he notices that other guys are staring at her.
And he gets a little jelly.
There's like a ooh, and then he finds out she's lying. Like big time.
He's so petty though.
And then he's
yes, big time, but also little time. Mm-hmm. He's mad about the name thing. Come on, dude.
The name. And then he finds out Aelin screwed him over.
He's pissed.
Mm-hmm. Big time. But
so bad that Aelin felt it.
Okay. I love that.
The freaking Ilkin are scary.
They're very scary.
I need some fan art of Ilkin.
No, thank you. I'd rather not. I'll pass on that one. But what I will talk about is Manon and Dorian at each other's throats.
Yup.
In a sexual way.
Sexual tension. Oh my gosh, it's palpable.
Mm-hmm. Literally. So Aelin's pissed about it because she's like, what are you doing?
And they can all smell it.
That's even funnier. That's
so
funny.
Gosh.
But yeah, so they have a little heart to heart. And they're like, what you doing? What you doing, boo?
And Dorian says, danger is my middle name.
I can't.
Well, he says to Manon, he says, humans are too breakable.
I wasn't ready to say goodbye to Sorsha. But we must. They go through the little desert thing, and then they find that there's like a fleet. And guess whose fleet it is?
None other than
I'm trying. It'll come to me. Ansel. Yep. I was really hoping, like, if I just gave enough space that it would just come out of my mouth.
It did. It worked.
Which is so freaking funny because her and Manon now do that. They fight. Not literally, but like verbally. And we find out that Manon is the Kraken Queen. Oh, we found that out before though.
We found out, yeah.
We
but
found
now
out.
Aelin knows.
So, oh no. I'm talking before Ansel. Like,
that's when the Ilkin go to the ship, right?
Yeah, and then they find out that Baba Yellowlegs is a real seer. And then that's when Aelin
the nameless is my price
finds out what nameless is my price means and goes and vomits her guts up, and Rowan thinks she's pregnant.
Yeah, Rowan's like, hold up.
Did we just make the air?
Are you taking a tonic?
And she's like, no.
Also, have you guys not talked about this? I feel like that needs to be a conversation.
I agree. That was, it felt very like, oh, maybe I should write this in.
Yeah.
Like, that's a afterthought.
For sure.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
Yikes.
anyways, her and Lysandra have to work it out. While Rowan is on the other side of the door, like, let me in. I've seen you throw up.
She's like, go get Lysandra.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay.
So those are all of my notes.
Yeah. Want to chat about Tower of Dawn?
Oh, I forgot about Tower of Dawn.
That thing is the thing. Kale gets his legs back.
He can walk.
Dang. Freaking. What's her name?
Irene?
Irene. Irene's the bomb.
Yes, because she's like, we're ending this once and for all.
Yeah.
Let me go in and
Over this.
take it out.
Yeah. So I like Nezrin and Sartak's storyline.
Me too. There's so much going on. It's like, let's sit by the fire and trade stories about Faye. And we find out a little bit about how all her stories come from where they're at.
Yeah.
Versus when they asked her to tell stories about where she grew up, she's like, I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
That's true.
And then she sang for all of them.
Yeah,
That was
she
beautiful.
did. I love that they're all finding out about everything at the same time, but separately.
Yeah, it's so good.
So just how the story is unwinding, and they're just finding out all this lore from a long time ago, as well as what is currently going on, and it's just really cool how it's all unraveling. And so Kale goes and try to talk to the Coggin, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're back there.
And he's like, bro, listen, this war is going to happen. And the Coggin is like, get the fuck out of my throne room.
Honestly, props to Kale in this situation,
Yeah.
though, because he was like, oh, I'm not talking to you, almighty. I'm talking to your financial advisor. And that's who I'm seeing, not you. So I'm not breaking any rules. But if you end up overhearing this conversation,
Okay.
I don't know.
Also, I want to buy all these weapons, like the ones you sent to Rolf, and we got all this treasure. So, give me the pew-pews.
And the swords and there was something else, right?
Yeah, there's like some big mysterious cannon thing.
Yeah.
That I don't really understand.
I don't think I do either.
But it sounds pretty crazy. And then the Coggin said, GTF out. And they picked him up and walked him off. And
It's a
that's
real
really
bummer.
depressing.
Yeah.
It's really, dang. How
Yeah.
disheartening. But then Irene.
Irene.
God. Tricks him into walking.
I loved it though.
She's so
like,
taunting.
He
She's
says
like,
something nasty to her, and he just like she acts like she's upset and starts walking and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden just like he's taken 5 steps and she just has the shit
Yep.
grin.
He does say some nasty shit though.
He does. It's really nasty.
I get he's got a lot going on, but don't take it out on everyone around you. It is not Irene's fault. Kale, you're so damn emotional. I stand by that.
I would agree.
And then what a bizarre birthday party.
Let's go to the desert.
Yep. And then pick on the birthday girl.
Yeah, they're really mean to Irene.
They are.
She's like the laughing stock.
Yeah.
She's like the kid who
She's like
their parents make them hang out with you.
Oh, I was gonna say she's like the what was that movie? Designated Ugly Fat Friend.
Duff?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever watched that.
But basically they just drag her around to be the laughing stock.
I
Like
hate that.
she's in the group, but she's outside of the group. And she's
Ew.
just like, "Oh yeah, come sit with us, but you're going to be the laughing stock."
Ew, I don't like that.
And that's like a big bummer
Mm-mm.
because Irene is so good and she's better than all of them and deserves to be treated better.
I would agree. But she ends it with my favorite thing in the entire world, which is pushing that bitch princess into the water in the desert.
Yeah, there's like a bathing pool.
Like an oasis.
Yeah.
And the princess goes, "You finally grew a pair." Like,
But for a minute it was tense.
it was tense.
It was like,
she goes,
we
"I'm
drawn
a dead woman.
swords. Who's gonna die?
I'm dead."
Dang.
Yeah, that was wild though.
And then the sweet birthday gift. Kale was very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have been staring at you and you hold something in your pocket and I made you a necklace to hold it. And I hope it's the right size because I know nothing and I just guessed.
And he guessed correctly.
He did, and it was sweet. And it's for the little note that she got from some mysterious lady.
Assassin lady.
Yep.
Fantastic. Love the tie up there.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick little breaky break and let's dive into Nezrin, Sartak, and Falcon. Sounds good.
And we're back.
We're back.
Nezrin.
Yeah. Okay. So how do they end up going to look for the spiders? There was something they were looking for, right?
Well, it was the Hearthmother's stories about the Karen Kui and how they were taking the baby rook nests or the rookin nests, right? So they were going to look for
I remember listening to it.
okay, so when they first went to look, it was in the Fey labyrinth thing, right?
And then because they get little daggers and stuff.
But I don't remember why.
We'll have to come back to that. But basically, they end up on a mission for the spiders, and Falcon needs the spiders to get his life back, right?
Yeah. So he was gonna tag along.
Yeah, and they fit in her little pocket.
Yeah, 'cause he's a shifter.
It's so cute, and
little
he's
mouse.
Lysandra's uncle.
Yeah.
Possibly. But yeah, their story is fascinating. Like you said before we went on our break about how everything is happening all at the same time. It's really interesting how Sartak finds out about everything.
Yeah.
And he gets angry at first, and then he's like, "Oh, so we really do need to help you." He doesn't stay angry long.
No, he's very rational, level-headed.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
We love when the men in a series are actually level-headed.
But yeah, they basically are headed in to this tunnel cave thingy-mabob, and that's kind of where we leave them. But I do love their whole story. I don't know why I can't remember at the moment.
And the Hearth sister, what's her name? Yep. I'd like her.
I swear I've read this 3 times.
I like her and that I like her budding relationship with Nezrin and how she kind of looks out for her but also is learning from her, and it's giving women straighten each other's crowns vibes, you know,
in a real way.
Yeah.
I like it. Borte.
Yeah.
We at some point during this meet her betrothed.
Oh yeah, is that during this part or the next part?
It's this part.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is part of another Rook and Hearth, which I don't really understand. There's quarrels between them, but they're all under the same empire. I don't really understand the different Rookin clans.
It kind of makes me feel like mainland high school versus okay.
High school rivalries.
Yeah, it does. That's what it feels like.
That's fair, but what's the big picture?
I don't know.
What are they and why?
I don't know. Are they territories?
Or are they different, in
Maybe we should look at the map.
Maybe. I was going to say, in Onyx Storm how there's each wing of one army type of thing, you know?
You didn't read Onyx Storm.
I mean, that's serious.
Okay, you're scaring me here.
No, I didn't read that. Fourth wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they amongst themselves quarrel, but they're all part of one big thing?
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Antica.
This is all Antica, right?
No, that's where they're at. Ball Run, whatever.
Is that where they went for the party? The desert?
Or I don't remember if it was the northern desert or the
I don't know.
Kyle Kultubum. And no, that's the southern continent.
Is there a map in this one?
Yes. Ta-da.
Yeah, I don't know, but I want to know the dynamics. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna see. Oh,
I have a really hard
to
time
the
reading that
southern
map.
continent. Yeah, it's not.
It's messy.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
the font is like all really dark over top dark background.
It's
I was
small.
just gonna see if it said archipelago.
The letters are very small.
Yeah.
That's what throws me. But while you're finding that, if we move back to, oh wait, I think we finished everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
The end. Goodbye.
The end. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah.
Um,
It's wild. I can't believe we're almost done.
it is wild. I know. We have one more episode of this, and we're reading chapters.
Yeah, there are chapters. We're reading from wherever we left off till the end. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Out of the different storylines, so Nezran and Sartak, Kael and Irene, Aelin and Rowan, Dorian and Manon, Lorcan and Elide. What's your favorite to follow?
Well, you gave me couples.
But that's kind of how the groupings of the
Lysandra
stories
Is
are.
Lysandra under Aelin?
I would say so.
Honestly, Aelin.
Yeah.
And then Nezrin and Sartak is very close underneath that. And then Elide and Lorcan. And then Irene would be higher in the
If
list.
she was not with Kael. If she
I
wasn't
really
lumped
like
in
Irene.
with him.
I really like Irene.
I do too.
Yeah.
All right. So
I just like all the women in the series. And I think the men can go, oh, maybe not all of them, but quite a few of the men can just go flush down a toilet. They didn't have
that's fair.
toilets. Did
I
they?
mean, they all could.
Did they have toilets?
No. Probably just holes in the dirt.
Okay, but on the boat when she's vomiting in the bathroom?
It like in a basin.
Okay. Go ahead.
Definitely didn't have like plumbing.
This is my real questions. These are the things that need to be answered, Sarah.
That's so fair. No, it was
Because
for
she has
sure
hot
in a
water.
basin. Does she? Well, she's fire, so she makes the water hot.
I mean, like,
So water, hot.
shut up.
But she, all of the men can flush down the toilet, but some of them can also stay. You know,
mean,
it's like take it or leave it.
Rowan can stay.
Yeah.
This Rowan.
Yeah.
I think I'm Tepsy.
Tepsy. Becca's Tepsy.
I think I'm Tepsy. I drink that really fast.
So we're reading in Tower of Dawn 47 to the end, and in Empire of Storms 60 to the end, but it's separated. So go check our social media to follow along with the tandem.
Listen, it goes 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So can't wait to read it with you guys. Before we end, let's chat a little bit about our new structure again, just for those who didn't
Listen to our
Listen to
mini-sode,
our
which is
mini-sode.
rude.
But also, I think we should do. I just burped. I'm so sorry. I think we should do like maybe a poll on our story,
Okay, that's a good idea.
just to see.
When to release?
Do I have hiccups?
She tipsy.
What is this?
Like when to release? When to release?
Yeah, like I think Saturday's a good idea, but I want to hear from the people.
For sure.
And is like one book a month a good thing? And we can do like part 1 and part 2 as the episodes, or do you want to try and do 2 books in one like one book in one episode? Like these are the things I want to know.
Yeah,
Because I'm up for anything.
true.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, there's options, but also if we're doing it because life is crazy, then we shouldn't try to read more, you know?
Yeah,
we
I
should
would
keep
agree.
the reading amount the same
Mhm.
and then just I don't know.
Okay. It would be less reading for us if we did it 1 book a month.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. So let us, like, we'll put a story up and figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully you see our story.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Anywho, what kept me up was the new White Lotus and also the show The Pit. It's wild. That's what kept me up. And also driving a lot. What
Yeah.
kept you up?
I was counting how many foods my baby ate.
Oh.
I finally went back and did, the cute little like first year baby books. I've not been keeping up with it. So I've been trying to go back and fill in all of the things. So that's been fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And then what kept me home was the fact that I was supposed to go to Tennessee, but everyone's sick, so I'm home now.
Yeah, you are home.
What kept you home? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this now. Well, maybe I am. I had gotten an advanced listener's copy of The Wild Shore or something like that, and I can't stop thinking about it. I finished it.
When does it come out?
March. Wild Dark Shore, by Charlotte McConney. March. Soon, like next week or something like that.
Ooh, very exciting.
But it's very, very good. I got it from Friend and Fable.
24.
Oh, that's right. I was going back and looking at my mileage. March 4th.
Oh,
so yeah,
very soon.
Next week.
Very exciting.
Lots of good books coming out next week. But yeah, and
Very
I also
nice.
listened to We All Live Here by JoJo, the girl who wrote that one really sad book about the guy who can't move, and
She has a few popular ones.
Ollie. What is it?
Yep.
That one.
What kept me home? Getting stuff ready for my brother's wedding.
That's crazy.
My baby brother.
Yeah, never mind.
So yeah, it's been fun.
Crazy. Okie dokie. Join us next week and
Bye.
stay tipsy. Bye.